I can't live without an Apple Watch. I've purchased every single generation of Apple Watch since the launch back in 2015, and I gotta say, I'm obsessed. So if you don't own an Apple Watch, or you've never owned an Apple Watch, I suggest you to watch the entire video, and by the end of the video, I'm sure that I'm going to convince you to get one. Now here's the thing, there's a lot of people that want an Apple Watch and actually buy an Apple Watch expecting an iPhone. And here's the thing, the Apple Watch is not an iPhone. As obvious as that might seem, the Apple Watch is for quick actions. Whether it's for answering a quick phone call, not a long one, whether it's for sending a quick text, not a long text, or whether it's for checking a couple notifications. The Apple Watch is not an iPhone. Okay, that out of the way that this video is going to work is I'm going to tell you my 4 main reasons on why I'm obsessed with the Apple Watch. Productivity, health and fitness, useful features in general, and fourth, it's probably the best watch that you can buy because it's just a good watch. More onto that later. Let's start with productivity. You know, today's we are obsessed. We are addicted. Call it however you want. We are addicted to our phones. We are addicted to our iPhones, whether it's social media, notifications. We're always bombarded with distractions. Having a tiny little computer right on your wrist that gets you the most crucial information that you need is amazing, especially for notifications. And that's probably my main reason on why anybody should buy an Apple Watch. If you've never experienced receiving notifications right on your wrist, once you live with it, in my opinion, you just can't live without it. Apart from notifications, I gotta bring in Siri in the mix as well. Having Siri always there for you on your wrist to ask for you to create a calendar invite, a reminder, a voice memo, a sports game, the weather, you call it. You know what Siri is. Having Siri always on your wrist is extremely useful. So yes, health and fitness. I mean, Apple's main marketing campaign for the Apple Watch is the Apple Watch lets you live a healthier life. And it's true. Apart from notifications, productivity, and that digital life that it kind of declutters you from that 21st century problems, in reality, it also gives you and helps you to live a healthier life through health and fitness. Starting off with the activity ring, you've got a daily goal to close all 3 rings in the activity app: move, stand, and exercise. So Apple motivates you to move. Doesn't matter if you're not doing ultra marathons, Apple just wants you to get up from your chair and actually do something. Go out for a walk with your dog, go run, go cycle, whatever it is, but just keep your body moving. And within health and fitness, there's so many apps that are related to that. You can check your heart rate, you can check an ECG, you can check your blood oxygen level. Having all of that health features right on your wrist with a single tap is kind of mind-blowing. And then if we get into safety as well, if you fall, it has fall detection, it's got emergency services, it's got car crash detection. So if you get in a car crash, just all of those features. Also, if your heart is really elevated, it will actually tell you, hey, something's going on with you. The numerous times that the Apple Watch has saved somebody's life is mind-blowing. And just because of that, just because of those features that it can potentially save your life, that by itself, I mean, come on. You can also track all of your workouts. Doesn't matter if you're running, walking. There's so many workouts that you can choose from. And it's also waterproof. It's also dive-proof, especially on the Apple Watch Ultra. You can go diving with it and it will measure all of your workouts, which is awesome. And then let's talk about those small little useful features that make the Apple Watch have an incredible experience. And for me, I always lose my phone, and I'm sure if you ask anybody, why do you love your Apple Watch? I think most people will tell you it's because of this. Just like that, I can know where my phone is. I can ping my phone just by one tap. I know it's a small feature, but also a really useful one. Also, having Now Playing always on your wrist is extremely useful as well, because let's say you're listening to a song, maybe you're at a dinner, maybe you're at a party, or maybe you're working out, you know? Not having to dig through your phone to change a song, or you know, you can simply ask Siri, or just by a tap you can change the song or change up the volume, is extremely useful in really specific occasions. If you've got a smart home like I do, yeah, sure, you can have HomePods, as you can see, all over your home, but always having Siri always accessible to turn on a light, to change the temperature. If you have a smart home, the Apple Watch is an extremely useful device for that, since you can trigger whatever light or whatever temperature you want around your home. I mean, just thinking about the fact that my Apple Watch unlocks my door and I don't even need to open an app. I just hold it near my door and the Apple Watch automatically opens my door. It's amazing, all these small features that once I live without my Apple Watch, it's like I miss all these small features. And also Apple Pay. You know, if you're at the grocery store, okay, you're ready and just, you know, paying with your wrist, Sure, it's obviously really useful with your phone, but having it on your wrist is a really different experience. And then if we talk maps directions, you start, maps direction on your iPhone, you put your iPhone in your pocket where it should be, and then the Apple Watch will guide you left or right where you're supposed to go. Next up, it's an excellent watch. Now, obviously the Apple Watch is a good watch. Why are you mentioning this? Well, it's actually quite easy. What makes a good watch? For me, it's customizability, the ability to change the appearance of the actual watch. 2, it tells the time always. And that's the thing, with the Apple Watch, it always tells the time, especially if you've got an always on display. And talking about customizability, there's so many watch faces and so many Apple Watch bands that you can switch and match and mix in order to make it yours. It's such a personal device. Watch faces and bands, I just love the Apple Watch because of that. I've got so many Apple Watch bands out there that depending on the day, I wear this band. Depending on the t-shirt color that I'm wearing, I'll wear a green band, a green watch face as well. The ability to customize, there's no other watch in the world that lets you customize the bands as easy as the Apple Watch. Okay, did I convince you to buy an Apple Watch? If I didn't, let me know in the comments down below why somebody should not buy an Apple Watch. Everything is totally respectable. If you want to know more about the Apple Watch Ultra or about the Apple Watch Series 8 or which one you should buy, you can tap these videos. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.